Hello, my beautiful collective. Happy, beautiful, magical Sunday. I hope all of you are doing well. I am going to, so I can fast forward the video, I'm going to pull from a bunch of random decks and see what kind of messages we get. Thank you, Tupac, Ancestor Spirit. This is amazing. I should have put so you can see the cards. Okay, so the Dark Universe, we have Grief, number 35, which is 8. Infinity symbol here. Opening a natural path to healing loss. This could be not just loss of a person, loss of an old life, loss of an old mindset, loss of an old way of being. Balance. Wandering Heart says balance. Number 39. Wow, loving this. 35, 39. And then we have number 5, seed. My last video, I talked about you being the seed. Seed, potential, hope, interconnectedness. Your potential is infinite. Have hope for the future. Look at that. And then we have number 19 from the Shamanic Healing Oracle. Unlimited possibilities. These are amazing. And then we have, Angel Ezekiel, purple. I love him. Number 12. Wow. 3. Wow, we got a lot of amazing numbers here. Destiny, pride, consciousness, forgiveness, indecisive, ego, loss, judgment. This is interesting. So, well, you'll see. He's balancing out the world and time. There's a time on his hand. No, it's a compass. I'm sorry. Why did I say time? But compass and world. But I thought it was a clock. It feels like you're running out of time. The time is coming that there's going to be a natural pathway that's going to be open to you, that's going to create unlimited possibilities. First of all, you have to have the belief that it's possible. If you don't believe anything and everything in this world, this magical world is possible, then this message is not for you. And I love on this card, there's a balance here. And then like this, and then Ezekiel, he's also doing the balance here. Is that a bird too? Yeah, there's also a bird on the compass. Following the birds, following the flows of life. There's like this, how can we say this? The more you're able to truly, not just say, my father left me, so I have abandonment issues. That's okay. But going deeper, an example would be, let's say, in a circle, you draw one of your biggest challenges. Let's say it's abandonment. So in the circle, you write abandonment. Then I want you to write a line of everything in your life that has created this abandonment cord. Your father left you. You're in relationships that people don't show up for you. When you really need your friends, they abandoned you. When you had troubles at home, your job didn't support you, so you felt abandoned. Just everything that's attached to abandonment. And really, really dig deep. This is opening the pathway to a new way to heal. It's important for this because this is what you're supposed to do. This feels like it's attached to the last reading. So I usually don't say this. Go and watch the reading I did from right before this one. Because that's what she's doing while she's in this seed right here, underground. You're destined for like these amazing things. There's a lot of indecisions. There may be a little bit of your ego. Not that ego is always a bad thing, but if our ego gets away from us. Sometimes we need our ego to bring things forward in our life, but there's unlimited possibilities when you come on the other side of this. When you're doing this healing and growing work, it's important for you to have this balance. And it's difficult. It's, especially at certain parts of our journey, it's like, shit, am I always healing? This was me, and let me not project that. Do I have to heal something every fucking day? It's like I'm always healing something. And then when I think I'm healed in a certain area of my life, then someone enters my life and I get triggered. And I'm like, ooh, what do I need to look at for myself instead of projecting that onto somebody else when I'm triggered? Looking at myself, what is it about this person that reminds me of some unhealed trauma possibly that I have, or some other area that I haven't worked on yet? I just don't like that person. Well, there's 100%, 10 toes down, without a doubt, believe when we have negative feelings about someone, it's something about them that we see in ourselves that we don't like or wish that we had, or something along those lines. That's where the deeper, it's like, it's time to open up another pathway of healing for you. There's a lot of, whatever this healing is, there's a lot of grief around it. Not making amends to people maybe when they passed. Spirit's like, yeah, for some, but that's not, it goes deeper than that. Some patterns that you have in your life have deep-seated wounds. You stay in connections that people don't show up for you because your parents or your caregivers didn't show up for you. So you believe that you don't deserve to have those type of people in your life. You may have been someone that grew up all around narcissists or uncaring or stoic type of energies where you didn't talk about what was really going on, so everything was just kind of surface level. And that now you believe that's just how things are. These are just examples. It's really looking at certain behaviors and patterns in your life and how sometimes you may stay in situations, like I said, or in relationships that you really don't want to, but because whatever this unhealed trauma is, that you don't see how powerful and how beautiful you are. My left ear is ringing like crazy. That you don't see, ow. You don't see that also your spirit team is giving you guidance on where to go and how to move and how to do this healing. It's like you have this destiny that you don't even know yet. You don't even know your destined path. More will be revealed to you as you do this deep grief work, grief and loss. You know, before my mother passed away, when I had to go no contact with her, which was the hardest thing I ever did, because anybody who known me know how it was very codependent. I didn't realize it at the time. But we were like this. I was always there. To my detriment, always. And I loved her and her wife very, very much. But I had to go no contact. I was guided by spirit to do it. And I already started to process the grief and loss of a mother I never had and I'll never have. Processing the grief and loss of parents and families that I never had. And so when she passed a year and a half away, which I prophesized, I said to quite a few people, I think my mother's going to pass within a year and a half, and it happened. I already processed that grief. And so when it happened, it did put me through a lot of other things that I didn't know were unhealed because of my family are pieces of shit, and how her wife treated me and how my family treated me when she passed. But anyway, but Spirit wants you to know that all these cards I've talked about potential and unlimited possibilities and having balance. So there's some deeper work that needs to be done around some grief and loss. And it's going to open up new pathways to heal. When my left ear won't stop ringing. 9/11 on the timer. What is going on? There's some deep stuff around grief and loss that needs to be worked on. And once you figure out that path and really like do the circle with any type of loss that you're having or grief, and really look at how it affects all areas of your life, how it shows up in all, Spirit, how it all shows up in all areas of your life, how it's affecting all areas of your life. And that means that you have to heal. I mean, you will eventually heal all of those, but it's being able to look it on paper. Like, how does this really affect me on all of my areas of my life? That's the new path to healing. Because once you're able to figure it out, then you can take one little piece at a time and break it down. There's a balance that's being called here. You are the seed. You have potential. Growth. Hope is coming. I hope you're healthy and happy and full of joy. I truly do. May you